PA system not working too well here tonight, but now taking a break for the national anthem. Okay, second game of Branford's state finals playoffs this evening in Milford. Branford versus New Milford. Bob Moback on camera tonight again, as usual. And we'll see how the game fares. Starting line for Branford: Klaus, number 9, Erickson, number 7, Robishard, number 10, Genovese, number 11, Pearson, number 3. Pearson and Klaus playing defense. Genovese, Robishard forwards, Erickson center. Kevin Erickson, number 7, centering off for Branford. Won by Branford to Genovese, or Robishard. Robishard into the zone, slap shot, deflected wide. Around the boards, kept in by Pearson, dumped up, kept in by Pearson. New Milford collects, defended by Klaus. Scott, number 17, having an outstanding year in assists. The ref goes down. I'm sorry, ref, but the whistle's blown. Face off in Branford zone. Scott, number 17 for New Milford, player to watch out for. Target in front of the net, deflected wide, up onto the net. Play is called. Scott Banks, 17 for New Milford, having an outstanding season this year. Banks centering. Park, 14, against the boards. Puck's behind Branford net. Branford trying to clear. Carried up by Angiolo. Angiolo against the boards, into the Milford zone. Kept in the zone. Puck collected by New Milford. Cleared. Scott Banks in again. Obviously an aggressive player, taken off the puck. Cover up by Whitaker for Branford in net. Face off in Branford zone.
Come on, Brian, get on it.
Behind the net, Klaus flips it up. Robishard skating. Thumps it up for Erickson. To Genovese, 11. Around the net, tries to scoop it in. Covered. Nice defensive bit. This game has the earmarks of a very evenly matched play this evening. The Milford clearing. Back to Branford. Robishard dumps it in for Erickson. Erickson moving on. And Erickson's off the pad. Off the pad. One minute, 50 seconds into the first period. Branford on the scoreboard. Kevin Erickson, number 7 for Branford. Taking Branford ahead 1-0 very early in the first period. Facing off for Branford, Rick Ross, number 5. Branford winning the bid. Park chasing. Shanks against the board. New Milford coming up with it, unable to control. Herget, 8. After the puck, drops it into the corner, picks it up again. Flip up for Angiola to Park. Park across the blue line, taken off the puck. Whistle's blown. "12 minutes, 43 seconds left in the first period. Face off in New Milford zone. New Milford clears, dumps it all the way into Branford. Whitaker out from the net, clears to Genovese, 11. Genovese having trouble with it, flips up to Erickson. Erickson across the blue line. New Milford clears. Back to Genovese, winding up. Genovese to Erickson. Erickson dumps it into the corner. New Milford behind the net. Klaus defending, unable to keep the puck in. Genovese out there again. Klaus coming up with it, dumps it for nobody. New Milford controlling. Klaus dumps it into New Milford zone. Into the corner. Erickson pursuing. Klaus at the point, unable to wind up, takes a backhander. Deflected before the net. Erickson in front of the net with a backhander. Robishard trying. Goalie down. Branford unable to come up with a conversion on that situation. New Milford clears. Mark Pearson behind the net. Branford setting up. Forward to Robishard, 10. Robishard bumped off. Klaus carrying. Klaus taken off the puck. New Milford setting up. New Milford dumping it in. Behind Branford net. For Ross, 5, behind the net, who cleared it up. Unable to connect. Back to Klaus, 9, skating forward. Dumps it in. Into the corner. Park pursuing. New Milford tries to clear. Herget keeps it in. Swept in by Rick Ross on net. Covered and smothered by Mark Shanks.
Let's go,
10 minutes, 53 seconds left in the first period. Facing off for Branford, John Park, 14. New Milford almost clears. Kept in by Herget. Shot on net by Kevin McGuire, number 23. Kevin keeps it in again. Kept in, pad save. Beautiful shot by Dave Bureau, 12. Pad save by Shanks, New Milford goalie. New Milford trying to clear, kept in by John Herget. New Milford clears. Icing is called. minutes, 18 seconds in the first period left. Branford leading 1-0. Facing off, Kevin Erickson, 7 for Branford. New Milford pass ahead. 17, Shanks covered up, almost covered up by Whitaker. Scott Banks, 17 of New Milford, having an outstanding year this year. Something in the range of 21 assists, 50 goals. Banks skates in on Whitaker, evening up the score 1-1. 10 minutes, 10 seconds left in the first period. Branford taking the face-off. Robishard rips on and off. Pad save. For Robishard in the corner. Robishard centering. Nobody there. To Pearson. To Klaus. Klaus taking off the puck. For Robishard again in the corner. Centering pass to Erickson. Unable to connect. Genovese, 11. Into the corner to Robishard in the center. New Milford covers. Mark Shanks in goal. Covers up. Face off in New Milford zone. Into the corner, Erickson scrambling. Robishard in pursuit. Around the boards, Genovese. Genovese dumps it into the corner. New Milford collecting. Trying to clear, kept in by Erickson. Behind the net, Genovese in pursuit. Erickson in pursuit. Whistle's blown. Puck's tied up against the board. 9 minutes, 9 seconds left in the first period. Score is tied 1-1. Scores by Kevin Erickson, Branford, and Scott Banks, New Milford. Facing off, John Park in New Milford zone. New Milford collects. Broken up by Angelo, who puts a beautiful centering pass to Ross, almost able to connect. Bureau in there. Ross against the boards. Bureau tries to collect that with his hand. Broken away with by New Milford. Herget, John Herget defending for Branford. Branford collects, clears by Angelo. Up for Park. Park across the blue line, shift. Minutes, 35 seconds left in the first period. Score tied 1-1. Face off inside of New Milford zone. Whistle's blown. We have a high sticking call. Brian Bureau facing off for Branford. We have a high sticking call. High stick on New Milford, giving Branford an edge for the next 2 minutes. On the ice for Branford, Kevin Erickson centering. Randy Robishard, number 10. Pete Genovese, number 11. Mark Pearson, number 3. Jim Klaus, number 9. Facing off, Erickson winning, trying to dump it up to Genovese. Genovese scrambling for it, taken off to Erickson. Erickson in the corner. Back to Genovese. Erickson behind the net. Beautiful centering pass to Genovese. Branford unable to convert on that one. Pearson back for it, behind the net. For Erickson. Erickson for Pearson, for Genovese, unable to connect. Genovese comes up with it, shift, taking off the puck. Robishard winds out. Genovese backhander. We have a player down. Puck is still rolling, no whistle. New Milford clears. Winding up, New Milford, number 10. Back for Klaus. Klaus for Pearson. Pearson winding up, skating up ice. For Robishard, Robishard winds up. Pad deflection by Mark Shanks. 6 minutes, 18 seconds left in the first period. Score is tied, 1-1. Facing off, Rick Ross, number 5. For Angiolo, 19, dumps it in the corner. Ross to Angiolo, beautiful backhander, smothered by Shanks, just in the nick of time. Branford coming up with that. Offensive bid, smothered by New Milford. Ross again for Branford. 6 minutes, 12 seconds. Angiolo coming through. Nice slap shot by Bureau. Herget keeps it in for Branford. Pass Herget. Dave Bureau, 12 for Branford. Handling. Moving up. Winding up. Dumps it into the corner. Park, 14, chasing. Herget keeps it in. Number 8 for Branford. For Angiolo, broken clear by New Milford. New Milford smothered by Bureau and Herget, who break up that play. Picked up by Bureau across for Herget. Herget clears. New Milford collects. Taken off the play. Ed Angiolo collecting for Branford. Skating, shifting across the blue line. Flip on net. Stick deflection. Ross in after it. Taken off the puck. Angiolo into the corner. Whistle's blown. This is the second game, Branford's second game in the state final playoffs, having won the first game. Facing off in New Milford zone. Branford, Erickson in the corner, in front of the net. Oh! Robishard tipping it off the post. So close. New Milford clearing. Klaus defending. Back into New Milford zone. Robishard shot right off the post. New Milford winding up, defended by Klaus, number 3. Shot on Whitaker, pad deflection, glove deflection. Up into the net, face off inside the Branford zone. Facing off for Branford, Rick Ross against number 17. Ross wins it. Ross gets decked tremendously. New Milford collects. Ross in front of the net, deflects. For Park, Park taken off the puck for Angiolo. Bureau collecting, number 12. Puck is stolen. New Milford taken off by 8, John Herget. Centering pass for New Milford. Unable to connect. Branford trying to clear. Into the corner, Bureau dumps it up for Park. Park unable to pick it up. Angiolo out there, number 19. John Herget, number 8. Dumping it into New Milford zone. Offsides is called. Whistle's blown. Face-off outside New Milford blue line. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left in this first period. A very, very close game. Dumped into the zone, back out again. for Pearson. Number 3, Branford. Knocks it out. Back to Pearson. Up past Genovese. Erickson collecting to Robishard. Gets off a beautiful, beautiful slap shot. Beautiful deflection by Mark Shanks. In goal for New Milford this evening. Shanks doing a marvelous job at keeping those pucks out of that net. Erickson, Robishard flips one off, wide. Genovese keeping it in. Erickson for Robishard. Robishard unable to connect. Puck is loose in front, and Branford scores again. Three minutes. Who scored that? Another one for Erickson. Okay. Kevin Erickson, number 7, dumps it in again for Branford. Erickson, two goals in this game. Within the first minute and at the 7th minute of this first period, facing off center ice.
Hey, Milford, how about it, Milford? How about it?
Erickson facing off. Branford leading now. 3 minutes, 14 seconds left in the first period. 2-1. Erickson again for it. Across the blue line. Kept in by Genovese. 11. Into the corner. Genovese trying to center. Unable to. Lindley, 17. Into the corner. Trying to center it. Kept in by Klaus. Oh. Gets one off. Collected by New Milford. Defended by Klaus. Erickson comes up. Takes him off the puck. Forward for Genovese. For Klaus. Klaus setting it up. Cross ice for Genovese. Genovese collecting. Genovese collecting. In the corner. Forward to Lindley. Lindley unable to connect with that. New Milford clears. Klaus pursuing into the corner for Pearson. Pearson back for Klaus. Knocked up for Lindley. New Milford collects. Tied up by Klaus. Picked up by Park. Park carrying, shifting. Ross collecting it, but offsides is called. 2 minutes left in this first period. Very exciting first period. Branford leading 2-1. Nothing but action.
Hey, Ed, how about it, Ed?
Rick Ross, 5 for Branford, centering. For Herget, 8. Chasing it into the corner. Dumping back for Ed Angiolo, 19. Broken up, back to Herget. Herget clears it. Pumps it all the way into New Milford zone. Icing skull. Facing off in Branford zone.
Got a lot of pent-up cheering.
You do? Face off inside Branford zone. Rick Ross, 5 for Branford. Carried up by Angiolo. Angiolo for Park, unable to connect. Into New Milford zone. New Milford clears. New Milford carries back. Defended by John Herget. Whitaker, stick deflection. A missed pass on behalf of Branford just resulted in a New Milford goal. In the first period, 1 minute, 22 seconds left. New Milford coming back, tying the score, 2-2. On a missed pass by Branford in front of the net. New Milford able to convert on that. Some discussion going on with Scott Banks, 17, New Milford. Banks, being the power and the strength of this team, now skating ahead, shifting across the blue line. Cleared by Branford. Genovese, 11, taking him off. Banks collecting again for New Milford, taking off the puck. Branford collecting. Genovese out there, 11. Puck's tied up against the boards. Whistle blown. .55 seconds left in the first period. Erickson centering for Branford. On the ice, Robishard, Erickson, Pearson, Klaus, Birrell. Dumped into Branford zone, into the corner for Pearson, number 3. Pearson wraps it around the boards for Robishard. Robishard unable to clear, drops it. Klaus carrying, clears. Klaus shifting, moving, dumps it in. On net, deflected wide. 33 seconds left in the first period. Robishard forechecking. Puck's knocked into New Milford zone. In a New Milford zone onto the New Milford bench. Whistles blown. Face off inside New Milford. Facing off, Ross 5 for Branford. Wins it. Erickson 7 for Branford. Wins it. New Milford collects 2-on-1, and Klaus Whitaker, beautiful stick save, stick deflection by Whitaker. Dead on net. 2-on-1 situation. Erickson in the corner. Branford trying to clear. Seconds left in this first period. And as the buzzer blows, we depart the first period. The score being tied 2-2. Both teams skating excellently. We'll rejoin second period action as after the skaters leave the ice. Just before the second period, Branford versus New Milford. Score is tied 2-2 at this point. Branford getting 18 shots on goal in the first period. New Milford only 8, but emerging in a tie game. Centering off center ice. Erickson 7 for Branford. Into New Milford corner. Pursued by Genovese, 11 behind the net. Cleared. Taken off by Klaus, number 9. A heavy check forward for Robishard. Robishard unable to wind up and connect with that into the corner. Cleared by New Milford. Behind the net for Pearson, Branford. Up to Robishard. Robishard clears on net, icing his way. New Milford clears. Winds up. Slap shot. Glove catch by Whitaker. Whitaker coming way out in front of the net that time. Whitaker coming way out and catching it. Little congratulations by Pearson. Hargett, number 8. .14 minutes left in this second period. Face off inside Branford zone. Rick Ross, 5 for Branford. New Milford rips off the shot. Deflected. Another face-off called. Ross for Branford again, facing off. New Milford knocks it in the corner, tries to center. Backhander, screen. Ripping shot, and off the skate and pad of Whitaker in goal. Another face-off call. New Milford keeping a heavy offensive on in this opening minutes of the second period. Branford has a line change. Erickson facing off for Branford. Erickson wins. Robishard clears. Erickson scrambling in pursuit, takes it in. New Milford clears it. Wind up off the stick of Pearson. Pearson, number 3, into the corner, around the boards. Kept in by New Milford, number 5. Scrambling, Erickson comes up with it. We have a penalty call. We have a penalty call on Klaus, number 9, for cross-checking. Branford skating short-handed now. Jim Klaus, number 9, called for cross-checking. New Milford on a power play, facing off inside Branford zone. Kevin McGuire, 23, on the ice. Kevin Erickson, number 7, facing off. Mark Pearson, number 3. And Randy Robishard, number 10. Branford clearing all the way into New Milford's zone. McGuire behind the net, forechecking. New Milford collecting. McGuire on the case again. New Milford dumps it into the corner for Pearson. Pearson trying to clear, unable to clear, tied up in the corner. Robishard out there trying to clear it to Pearson for Erickson. Erickson against the boards. New Milford collects. Rister unable to dump in. Whistle's blown early. Whistle's blown early. Puck was still loose. Nonetheless, we'll have a face-off inside Branford zone.
That was quick, wasn't it?
Facing off Genovese, 11 for Branford. Genovese chasing him in the boards. Puck's tied up. Referee's blowing very quick on the whistle in the second period. Genovese, 11 again for Branford. To Pearson, unable to clear. Robishard dumps it out of Branford zone. New Milford dumps it around behind the net for Pearson. Collects, taken off the puck. Pearson tied up, scrambling in the corner. Knocked out by Genovese for Park. John Park, 14, carrying, shifting, accelerating, moving right past, getting off a beautiful shot, unable to convert. Puck is cleared. Park again out there, breaking up New Milford. New Milford shooting on Whitaker. Whitaker catch. So we're back and forth on the ice. Park carrying it down for Branford. And beautiful offensive bid. Unable to convert. 12 minutes and 3 seconds left in the second period. Branford still skating one-man short-handed. 38 seconds left to go on that penalty. Erickson for Branford to Herget. Herget dumps it clear all the way into New Milford zone. Chased by Lindley. Don Lindley, 17. Banks comes out to try and clear. Kept in by Bureau, 12. New Milford clears. Bureau unable to see that puck. Dumps it back behind Branford net for Herget. Herget for Lindley. Lindley taken heavily off the puck, but manages to clear. New Milford back on the offensive, back into Branford zone. Facing off inside New Milford zone. 11 minutes, 29 seconds left in the second period. 4 seconds left on the penalty. Branford wins it. Pearson gets off a shot. Deflected in front. Erickson, 7, trying to collect it. Taken off the puck. Unable to center. Centering for Robishard. Ow! Puck's knocked clear of the zone. Penalty's over. Klaus is back on the ice. Have offsides call. Kevin Erickson, 7 for Branford, centering up for Robishard. Quick slap shot. Beautiful deflection. New Milford collecting, taken off the ice by Klaus. Beautiful defensive breakup for Genovese in the corner. Genovese and Pearson tying the puck up. New Milford, slap shot. Pad deflection by Whitaker, another shot, screen shot deflected off of Pearson. New Milford keeping a heavy offensive on, cleared by Branford, dumped up by Genovese, unable to connect with Robishard. Kevin Erickson, 11, coming up with the puck, dumped into New Milford zone, chased by Genovese. Chased by Erickson, that is. Whistle's blown. Erickson and Genovese. Face off inside New Milford zone. 10 minutes, 20 seconds left in the second period. Facing off, Rick Ross. Shot deflected, picked up by New Milford, collected by Larry Torrey, 21, cleared to Park. Park chasing, across the blue line. Park rushing, centering, unable to connect with Ross. New Milford clears for Torrey to Ross. New Milford collects, dumps it up. Whitaker drops it for Larry Torrey, 21. Rick Ross, number 5, carrying, clears to Park. Park unable to dump it up. New Milford dumps it back behind Branford net. Larry Torrey setting up the play for Ross. For Angiolo. Angiolo skating across the blue line, shifting, drops it for Park, unable to collect. Bureau, 12, back there. Dave Bureau, 12 for Branford, called for tripping. 9 minutes, 16 seconds left in the second period. Score is still tied, 2-2. Very evenly matched game up to this point. Branford again skating shorthanded. Klaus went out for 2. Now Bureau's out for 2. Branford, Robishard, number 10, coming up with it, carrying, dumps it in, tries to dump it in, off the body of New Milford, number 6. Whitaker out there, tries to clear it for Pearson. Pearson, shift, beautiful shift, carrying, Mark Pearson, number 3 for Branford. Up for Erickson. Erickson across the blue line, shifting, carries it all the way in, and off the right pad. Off. Erickson has a hat trick. Erickson has scored 3 goals in this game. Kevin Erickson, a hat trick. 8 minutes and 47 seconds left in the second period. Erickson having scored all 3 goals in this game for Branford. A very proud young man and a very happy family, I'm sure, and a happy team. Face-off center ice. New Milford clears. Back for Robishard into the corner. Branford setting up. Branford skating short-handed. Erickson again. Erickson skating forward, moving in, shifting, almost able to convert again. New Milford dumped off again by Erickson. Erickson out there this evening. Icing's called. We have face-off inside of New Milford zone. Or almost center ice, apparently.
Oh, you guys scored 2 goals. I know.
Branford still short-handed here. 8 minutes left in the second period. Icing again is called. Facing off back in New Milford zone. Branford stretching their lead 3-2. All 3 goals of this game scored by Kevin Erickson, number 7 for Branford. Erickson, a senior this year, unfortunately leaving the club, but having a banner evening this evening. Facing off, Ed Angiolo for Branford. Comes up with it. Blasts it against the top of the post. New Milford collecting. Back into Branford zone. Wind up, slap shot. Pad deflection, and Whitaker sits on it. Ed Angiolo, number 19 for Branford, winning that faceoff. And then blasting it against the top post. Top of the goal. So near, yet so far away. Facing off inside of Branford zone. 7 minutes, 40 seconds left in the second period. Erickson trying to clear. Branford dumping it out. Into New Milford zone. New Milford clearing. Mark Shanks coming way out of the net to dump that out. Taken off. Klaus handling. Dumps it out.
Get your head up, Paul. Come on.
Klaus clearing again. Out of play. Whistle's blown. Face off. Just outside Branford blue line. Kevin Erickson for Branford. New Milford coming up with it. Poked off by Genovese. 11. Against the boards. Erickson scrapping. Back to Genovese. Scrapping against the boards. Taken off of it. Dumped into Branford zone. Whitaker out there for Klaus. Klaus in the corner. Shifting. Moving. I wish you'd get rid of it. Clears. Picked up by New Milford. Robishard out there. Picked up by Klaus. Klaus carrying. Klaus carrying across the blue line. Winds up, slap shot. Wide, deflected wide. Genovese taken off with an elbow. Picked up by New Milford. Cleared. Klaus and Pearson defending. 17. Scott taken off the puck. Let's keep that guy off. Klaus flips it up for Robishard, taken off heavily. Heavy body check on Randy Robishard, number 10. Forward for Robishard again. Robishard leading. Tripped. Robishard deserves a shot. He's going to get one. He's going to get one. He's going to get that shot. Randy Robishard, number 10, tripped on a breakaway. Randy Robishard, number 10, being tripped off of that breakaway, is now going to take a penalty shot. Branford leading 3-2. Robishard winding up. One-on-one situation. Come on, Randy. Let's move it in there. Randy Robishard, number 10, puts it right through there. And that brings Branford 4-2. 5 minutes, 50 seconds left in the second period, and you can see the elation going on out there. But Branford would like very much to win the second of their state quarterfinal playoffs. Randy Robishard, 10, moving it in, up, over, and around. As this announcer collects himself, we face off at center ice again. The Milford collecting into Branford, cleared by Klaus. For Erickson, we have a penalty. Oh, no, not a penalty. We have a hand pass called. Facing off outside Branford, blue line. Erickson for Branford. For Klaus. Klaus flips it up. Kept in by McGuire, 23. Ow, offside's called. McGuire, 23, just being inside the blue line when Erickson, number 7, carried it across.
Is it 7 or 7? Kevin Erickson? Yeah. Good skater.
Dumped out by New Milford. Taken off. Taken off on a penalty. No, not on a penalty. Maybe I'm telling no. Face-off call.
How about the elbow, man?
Klaus averting an elbowing call on that one. Face off at center ice again. New Milford coming up with it into Branford zone. Carrying. Driven into the corner. Bureau in there, scrapping. Dave Bureau, 12. Pass Bureau. Bureau into the corner again for McGuire. McGuire breaking it up. Off the pads. McGuire in pursuit. Kevin McGuire keeps it in. We have a whistle blown. 4 minutes, 53 seconds left in the second period. Branford leading 4-2. Kevin Erickson having scored 3 goals in this game. And the 4th goal, a penalty shot by Randy Robishard. Facing off outside New Milford zone, Rick Ross, number 5 for Branford. For Angiolo. Angiolo dumping it against the boards, taken off the play. New Milford collecting, heavy rush, skating forward. Smothered by Whitaker, I think. In a rid of flurry, or a flit of Rury, Whitaker covers at any rate. 4 minutes, 35 seconds left in the second period. Facing off inside Branford zone. Ross for Branford. Ross clears. For Angiolo. Angiolo dumps it out. Picked up by John Herget, number 8. Herget carrying, dumps it off the skate of New Milford. Back for Bureau. Bureau chasing. Clears it for Angiolo. Angiolo for Park. Park across the blue line. Tries to center it. Taken off the play. Angiolo in the corner. have a penalty called on Branford for hitting from behind. 4 minutes left in the second period. Branford going shorthanded again. For Branford, Erickson, number 7. Kevin Erickson, 23. Erickson centering, dumps it into the Milford zone. The Milford collects. Erickson out there. Robishard, past Robishard. Pearson, off of Pearson's skate. Whitaker ready, but Pearson, Mark Pearson, number 3, broke up that play. Pass across, deflected by Erickson. Off. Whitaker makes a pair of outstanding saves. A pair of outstanding saves as we gather in front of the net. Whitaker takes a couple of rebounds, keeping the Branford club in this game. 3 minutes, 38 seconds left in the second period. Branford skating short still for almost the balance of the period. Cleared by Klaus, dumped all the way up ice. Don Lindley, 17 for Branford, chasing. New Milford sets up behind the net. New Milford trying to clear, but Lindley in there. Don Lindley, 17, breaking that up. New Milford having a hard time setting up and clearing on this play. Broken up by Pearson. 3 cleared by Pearson. Lindley again in pursuit. Lindley breaks it up again. Lindley trying to get a stick on it. Unable to. New Milford collects. Dumps it wide. Branford still skating shorthanded. 45 seconds left on the period. Lindley carrying. Dumps it into the zone. Into the corner. Erickson in pursuit. Park in there. Park for Erickson. Erickson handling. He's got 4 green suited men on him. Out to Klaus. Klaus winds up and can't blast it through anybody. New Milford collects again. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left in the second period. Branford leading 4-2. Pearson into the corner. Pearson ties it up. Ross, number 5 for Branford, facing off. Herget, 18, Park, 14 on the ice. Dave Barrow, 12 for Branford. Behind the net, Herget breaking it up into the corner. John Herget comes up with it, clears for Park. Park taken off of it. Oh, ow. We have a collision between Branford players and an icing call. Facing off back in Branford zone. Minute 54 seconds left in the second period. Rick Ross, 5 for Branford again. Ross for Herget. Herget dumping it around the boards. Ed Angelo, 19, trying to clear. Managing to clear. Angelos knocks it up. Dumped in by Ross on net. Deflected wide. For Bureau. Bureau backhanding. Centering pass. Unable to connect with anyone. New Milford clearing. John Herget defending. Dave Bureau, 12. Into the corner. Rick Ross, 5. Into the corner. Bureau's on the puck. Comes up with it. Behind the net. Dumps it around the boards. For Park. Park comes up with it. John Park, 14, across the line. For Ross. Ross taken off from behind. Rick Ross driven off that puck from behind. Centering pass and beautiful catch by Mark Shanks. But I do believe, in this announcer's opinion, that Ross was taken off that puck from behind. No penalties called. 54 seconds left in the second period. For Lindley, Lindley gets one off. Puck is traveling along the plexiglass. Whistle's blown. We'll have another face-off. Seconds left in the second period. Erickson against the boards, scrapping for McGuire. Kevin McGuire, 23 for Erickson. Back for McGuire, kept in by Klaus. McGuire up against the boards, kept in by Erickson for McGuire. Centering, nobody there. Lindley unable to contain it. Back for Mark Pearson. Over to Klaus. Klaus moves in, dumps it into New Milford. Checking by Erickson. Oh, Klaus unable to connect with that clearly. Erickson takes that man off the puck. We have a high sticking call on Kevin Erickson, I believe. Maybe not. No, we don't. No call, and there's the buzzer for the end of the second period. So, exiting the second period, Branford leading 4-2. We'll be heading for some third period action. Shane Whitaker leaves the ice with John Herget, number 8. Excellent defenseman. Another couple of years left for John with the club. Whitaker, a senior, graduating this year. We're about to start third period action. Second period, Branford stretching their lead to 4-2. Being outshot, however. 8 shots on goal to 7 by New Milford. Branford wins that bit, dumps it in, up in front of the ice, in front of the net. Banks collects it. Shanks, rather. Mark Shanks in goal for New Milford. Facing off again. Pass Pearson behind the net, icing skull. All the way back to New Milford zone. Branford ahead at this point. 4-2. Erickson for Branford, centering. Bumped off by Robishard. New Milford. Erickson winding, shifting for Robishard. Robishard unable to connect with it. Robishard taken off and dumped up for Genovese. Pete Genovese, number 11. And we have some jubilation going on against the Plex over there. I guess we have some Branford fans down there. But Peter Genovese, number 11 for Branford, dumps it in. .14 minutes, 30, well, less than a minute into the third period. Stretching Branford 5-2. Facing off for Branford, Rick Ross, number 5. Herget, 8, coming up with it, taking off. Puck's tied up mid-ice. Have another face-off. Almost center ice. Rick Ross, 5 for Branford again. Frangiolo. Ross again for Branford. Winning it, taking it across the blue line. Angiolo being tied up. Ross digging it out. Whistle's blown. Angiolo going down. Hey. Thank you. Branford facing up. Dumped back into New Milford. Park into the corner. Ross coming up with it into the corner. Ross for Park. Park taking off the puck. Angiolo gets off a backhander. Deflected wide. Angiolo scrapping for it. Centering. Nobody there. Picked up by Bureau. Number 12 for Branford. Dumps it back up. New Milford clears all the way into Branford's zone. Icing is called. Barrel, 15, facing off for Branford. On the ice, Kevin McGuire, number 23, Jim Klaus, number 9, Mark Pearson, number 3, defenseman, and Angelini, number 16. Klaus backhands it, unable to connect with anybody in front of the ice. Bureau for it. Bureau taken off it. New Milford clears to Klaus. Klaus handling. Unable to clear it. Picked up by Pearson. Pearson behind the net. Forward for Bureau. Paul Angelini, who carried it up. Taken off the puck. New Milford controlling again. Back into Branford zone. Klaus for it. Behind the net. Back to Angelini. Angelini taking off of it. Bureau trying to break it up. Centering pass. Broken up by McGuire. Shot on Whitaker. Pad save. Cleared by Angelini, 16. Dumped back in to Branford zone. And cleared again. New Milford trying to set up. Around the boards. Behind the net. Bureau, Dave Bureau, Brian Bureau, 15, picking up that puck, dumping it around. In pursuit, tying up New Milford. New Milford clearing. Into Branford zone. Klaus 9 in for it. Around the boards for Robishard. Robishard unable to dump it out of there. 17. Scott Banks able to rip one off. Scott Banks having had at least 50 points in this year. Almost winding up again. Scott Banks is the man. Erickson poke checks that puck out of there. And heavy pursuit by Genovese, who gets called on a tripping penalty. Pete Genovese, number 11. 11 minutes, 32 seconds left in the third period. Branford leading 5-2. Pete Genovese called for tripping, putting Branford shorthanded again. However, Branford has not been seriously hurt by these shorthanded situations. For Herget, 8, dumps it up, clear, forward to Park. Park poke checked off. For Erickson. Erickson breaks it up with a skate across the blue line. Schiff taken off the puck. Cleared by New Milford to Robishard. Robishard for Erickson. Erickson shifting again across the blue line. New Milford clearing. Defended by Herget. Herget and Robishard take New Milford off of the plate. Branford clears. Heavy check. Heavy check on Park, 14, up into the boards. New Milford clearing again, or carrying it into the ice. Robishard into the corner, clears it into outer space. Fast action here in the third period. 10 minutes, 37 seconds left. Branford skating shorthanded for another 1 minute and 5 seconds on a penalty. Rick Ross 5 centering for Branford. New Milford dumps it into Branford corner. Chased by Klaus. Klaus hacks it up, clears. Pursued by Angelo. Klaus takes New Milford off. Branford clears. Angelo in pursuit. Branford skating short-handed again, but as I said before, not having been seriously penalized. Ross in there forechecking. Branford keeping it in New Milford zone at this point. Ross again into the corner, taken off the puck. New Milford clears. Pursued by Angelo. Klaus run over, literally run over by this fabulous player, number 17, who gets called for elbowing. Scott Banks for elbowing. 9 minutes, 48 seconds left in the third period. Banks being an outstanding scorer this year. As I said before, maybe 50 points. For Bureau, Bureau clears it, dumps it up into New Milford zone. New Milford winds up, takes a shot dead on net. Picked up by Bureau. Bureau clears. New Milford dumps it back in. Behind the net, pursued by John Herget. Number 8. Picked up by Park. Park rushing. Brangiolo. Offsides is called. Again, in the first period, Branford had 18 shots on goal. New Milford eight. Second period, Branford had 7 shots on goal. New Milford had 8. Score being 5-2 Branford. 9 minutes, 11 seconds left in this third period. Dumped into Branford zone, chased by Klaus. Klaus behind the net, shifts, handles, carries, up for Robishard. Robishard for Erickson. Erickson across the blue line. Erickson having had a hat trick this evening. Flipped off by Genovese. 11, 2 bids. Genovese gets off 2 shots, both broken up. A third offensive attempt. Robishard behind the net. New Milford digs it out. Tries to clear. Broken up by Genovese. Genovese moving in. Shot wide. Genovese again into the boards. Puck's cleared by New Milford. All the way into Branford zone. Icing's not called. Collected by Klaus behind the net. Setting up. Moving. Carrying. For Genovese. For McGuire. McGuire carrying across the blue line. Dumps it for Erickson. Erickson for Genovese. Genovese unable to put the wood to it. Shot wide. Genovese chasing into the corner. Puck's tied up. 7 minutes, 47 seconds left in the third period. Bureau, 15 for Branford, centering. Ryan McGuire, 20 on the ice. Larry Torrey, 21. Face-off won by New Milford, rushing on McGuire and Torrey. McGuire breaks him up. Torrey comes up with it, poke check. New Milford taken off by Kevin McGuire. Torrey breaks it up, slap shot, dead on net, deflection by Whitaker. However, stuck by New Milford. 7 minutes, 26 seconds left in this period. New Milford decreases that lead of Branford. Branford leading now 5-3. With 7 minutes, 7.5 minutes left in this game. Almost anything can happen, so let's see. Facing off center ice. Rick Ross, 5, Branford to Park. New Milford keeping it in. Branford zone. Branford trying to clear. Dumped into the corner. Klaus checking. Broken up. Play broken up by Pearson. Excuse me, by Ross. Number 5. John Herget clears the puck. Kept out of there by Park for Rick Ross. 5 on a rush. Ricky Ross moving in. Beautiful, beautiful shot and a beautiful pad save. Ed Angiolo behind the net, trying to center. New Milford clears. Heavy contact in front of the blue line. New Milford controlling. Moving up ice. Klaus into the corner. Klaus handling. Dumps it out of the zone. Back to New Milford. Park forechecking. Dumped in by New Milford. Cleared by Mark Pearson. New Milford trying to set up. Branford out there forechecking. Deep into the corner. Pearson, number 3, clears it for Robishard. Robishard along the boards, moving in, tries to dump it across. Broken up by New Milford. 5 minutes, 50 seconds left in this period. In front of the net. Erickson again in front of the net. Banks. Another pad save. Branford taken off the puck. Kept in. Robishard again. Number 10, Randy Robishard, having scored a penalty goal tonight. Jim Klaus takes a slap shot. It's wide from the red line. New Milford clears. No icing. Icing is waved. Branford setting up, clearing. New Milford wind up on net. Stick save by Whitaker. Cleared by Pearson deep into the corner. Robishard, Randy Robishard, 10, takes New Milford off the puck. Around for Erickson. Erickson unable to keep it in the zone. Cleared by New Milford. Klaus tries to break up the play, misses the man, comes up with the puck. Klaus behind the net. Klaus waiting for Scott to move up. For Angelini, for Erickson. Erickson waiting for Genovese clear. Angiolo. New Milford back into Branford zone. Icing's called. Four minutes, 10 seconds left in the third period. And the pace is furious. Centering John Park for Branford. Flip on the goal. Covered, smothered. Mark Shanks in goal for New Milford this evening. Covers that one up. Centering for Branford, Rick Ross, number 5. Out to New Milford. Who clear. Broken up by Park. Park back across the blue line, drops it for Ross. Ross handling. Into the corner for Bureau. New Milford clears. Whitaker way out of the net, way out of the net, and almost clears it himself. With a little help from his friends, back into New Milford zone. Park carrying, taken off the puck. Ross in front to Park. Park again. Pad save by Shanks. Park into the corner. Puck is tied up. Whistle's blown. Yeah! 3 minutes, 12 seconds left in this third period. Minutes, 12 seconds left in third period. Branford leading 5-3. Centering for Branford Erickson. New Milford clears for Genovese, for Klaus. Klaus shifting, dumping it into New Milford zone. Icing's called.
Come on, John, get that face off. Go, Johnny, get it, baby. Come on. Paulie, let's go suck it up for 2 minutes. Come on, you can do it. Back it up, Pete. Come on, you can do it.
Icing called, facing off in Branford zone. New Milford getting off the shot, wide. Genovese chasing into the corner. Klaus for Branford, tying up New Milford. Erickson trying to dig it loose for McGuire. McGuire carrying. Beautiful pass for Genovese. Genovese driven off the puck. Marks comes out, way out of the goal. That's a good thing he did. New Milford regains control. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in this third period. New Milford clears. New Milford scrambling each other up. Genovese. Klaus trying to whack it out of there. Collected by Erickson. Erickson shifts, clears. Poke checked off. Play's broken up. McGuire collects. Klaus dumps it back up. Klaus taken off the play. New Milford collecting. Branford changes their line. New Milford dumps it in. Mark Pearson 3 for Branford, trying to clear. Into the corner. Whistle's blown as the puck is tied up.
Come on, Scotty, drive it home, baby. Drive it home.
Rick Ross, number 5 for Branford. Minute 48 seconds left in this third period. Branford leading 5-3. Scott winds up, number 17, slap shot, driven wide. Lindley, 17, deflects it to Ross. Ross shifting, taken off the puck. Rick Ross with an excellent opportunity in that situation. Back in Branford zone, Herget, John Herget, number 8, defending. Branford tries to dig it out. It's covered up by Whitaker at the post, at the corner of the net. Branford, given any luck here, with 1 minute and 17 seconds left, may move through their second playoff game. And this would be a first, another first. Up. The Milford gaining it. For Klaus, unable to do anything with it. Chased behind the nets by Erickson. Centering pass. Pad deflection by Whitaker. Beautiful pad deflection. Another fire. Another shot. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. 58 seconds left in the game. 58 seconds left in the game, and New Milford puts one off the side, off the pad of Shane Whitaker, bringing the score Branford 5, New Milford 4. 58 seconds left in this game. We have a timeout called. And at this point, it's anybody's ball game. Branford having the advantage, but we'll see what happens. Tonight and a very, very, very large attendance in the second game of the state quarterfinals. Branford having won their first playoff game, now 58 seconds away, if they can maintain their lead, from winning their second game and moving further into the finals. Centering it, Kevin Erickson for Branford 7, dumps it into New Milford. New Milford clears. Defended by... Taken off the puck by Robishard, collected by Klaus, into the corner. Into the corner, 38 seconds left to go. Six seconds left in this period. Branford leading 5-4, and everybody here is standing up. If not only to see. Good luck. Face off inside Branford zone. Erickson for Branford trying to clear off the skates of Genovese, number 11. We have an open net, no goalie down there. The whistle is blown.
Put the clock back! Put the clock back! Peter, get 5 seconds on the clock. Get 10 seconds on the clock.
This announcer unable to understand exactly what's going on. You know what's going on? Clock is being set back.
Scotty, get over there, Scott.
Larry Vieira contesting, protesting, or investing. Digesting. The referee's call. Into the final seconds of this game in the third period. Branford leading 5-4. On the ice for Branford, Ed Angiolo, number 19, John Park, number 14. Randy Robishard, number 10. Kevin Erickson, number 7. Mark Pearson, number 3. Facing off just outside of Branford blue line, with the clock having been set back. We will We'll have a revised time in this game to be announced in a moment. As soon as we get there. 34 seconds left again. 34 seconds left. Facing off outside Branford zone. Outside Branford blue line. Kevin Erickson, number 7 for Branford. For Angiolo. Angiolo flips it up into New Milford. New Milford carrying. Dumps it into Branford zone. Back for Robishard. Robishard trying to clear for Angiolo. Erickson, Angiolo. Whistle's blown. 18 seconds left to play in this period, in this game. Facing off, shot deflected wide by Whitaker. Beautiful deflection on a slap shot, gotten off. Robishard breaks it up, dumps it, clears it for Branford. On net! Almost on net! Just wide. 2 seconds left in the game. New Milford having pulled their goalie. Robishard backhanding one, and it's off the post. 2 seconds left in this game. Back to Branford in. Branford leading 5-4. Quick shot on Whitaker, and he covered it. And Branford emerges victorious over New Milford in their second game of the state quarterfinals, leading 5-4. Branford, a happy team, having gone farther this year than ever before, having won 2 games into the finals, will proceed. And we'll see where we go from here. John Hurrigan, number 8, in front. Pete Genovese, number 11, as the skaters shake hands. Don Lindley, 17. Mark Pearson, 3. Pete Robishard, 10. Ed Angiolo, 19. Klaus, number 9. Bureau, 12. McGuire, number 20. Angelini, 15. Take that back. As the players leave the ice. Branford elated. New Milford deflated. A good, close game. Shane Whitaker, in his final year with the season. Head coach. Larry Vieira. Gary Lindgren, as they leave the ice here at Milford. Branford emerges victorious in their second state final playoff.
Ready? Yeah.